Hi everyone, Tyler here from TW-Waytek. Today we're going to be talking about how to directly query a Power BI dataset using Power Automate and saving it to an Excel file in a SharePoint document library. So let's get started. One of my viewers reached out to me for help in building a Power Automate flow. The business process to automate was as follows. There were two Power BI export buttons on a Power BI report that created two CSV files when you clicked on them, exported the data into CSV files that were then saved into a SharePoint site on a daily basis. One of the files had 13 columns, 874 rows, the other 6 columns and 416 rows. The content of each of the CSV files were copied into or are copied into an Excel file, each into its own worksheet, sheet 1 and sheet 2. Lastly, the Excel file is renamed in the format of file name underscore date stamp, and then the file is saved into a different SharePoint folder. So I accepted the request and wanted to actually take it one step further by removing the need to log into Power BI and click on the export buttons. So let's take a look at how we go about doing this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is create a folder. We're calling it folder 1 in the SharePoint document library. And in that folder, we're going to create an Excel file, call it template. Go open the file, and then from within the file, go to the Automate tab and create new script. You're going to get this default text. We can just delete it. And then we're going to go to a link, which I'll provide in the comments below. We're going to copy the code in this link to convert CSV files to Excel. Go back to our Excel file. I'm going to paste the code in the script, and then we're going to save the script. So we have our first script, and that'll convert our first sheet data from CSV to Excel. So then we're going to create another new script. We're going to remove text, paste in again, the same code. And this time we're going to come up to line 5 and change the sheet 1 to sheet 2 and save script. You're going to see an error message here on the script that sheet 2 doesn't exist. This is correct, it doesn't, but we're not actually using this file. We're just calling it from the Power Automate flow, so you can ignore that. So the first script, I called it convert CSV. The second script for the second work for sheet 2, I called it convert CSV worksheet 2. Then that's all we need for the template file. I created a new manually triggered flow, although the flow in production would most likely be a cloud scheduled flow to run on a daily basis. In the first action, I'm using the SharePoint get file content action. So you'd want to add an action, search for SharePoint, you can see more, scroll down, and you should be able to find the get file content right here. So you can see here I've added my site address and I've selected my file. And we're going to be using the template file that we just created. And this will allow us to access those scripts later on in the flow. And then under advanced properties, I just have yes, I think it's default. So for to infer content type. Next, we're going to run a query against a data set, a Power BI data set. Let's add an action, run a query, click it spell. Oh my gosh. Come on. Okay, so we're going to choose Power BI. We're going to run a query against a data set. We have that here. So one important thing to note, your data set is going to have to be published to the Power BI service in order to be able to run the query against it. So you'll publish it to your workspace or a workspace. I'm selecting my personal workspace, and then the specific data set for this. And then next we are going to want to run, well, paste in the DAX query from the visual report that we want to pull the data from. So in order to do this, we're going to have to run that from, here's our visual. We have two reports in this Power BI data set. We have one 13 columns that has 874 records. The other is 6 columns that has 400 and some records. So we're just going to focus on the 13 columns here. And we're going to need to get the underlying DAX query for this visual. And to do that, we're going to go up to View, Performance Analyzer. We're going to start recording. We're going to refresh the visual. We're going to maximize the table. And then here you'll see there's a DAX query, and we're going to copy that query. And then we're going to paste it back into our Power Automate flow. So here we are. We would just go ahead and paste it here. Now, one thing that I previously did was change this value. It originally was 501. I changed it to 10,000 as it was, since my data set is more than 501. So just keep an eye on that if you do have that issue, depending on how many values you have or records you have in your data set. And then lastly, for the advanced parameters, I'm including all null values as well, or all records that have null values. But again, that could be different based on what you're looking to do. The data coming from the Power BI query is in a CSV format. And we're going to use the select action to map the column names from the visual, from the Power BI visual, to the CSV table in the format that we desire. Because if we don't do this, the column headers for the CSV table will be in a table name / column name format. And I just want the column names. So we're going to take each of these column names and then write them in the select action. So for the select action, under from, we want to select the dynamic content, run a query against the data set, and then the first table rows. And then under map, we're going to provide the column names on this side that we got from the Power BI visual. And then in the next column, we want to add an expression. It'll be item, and then table name, then column name. And then we would add that. You notice that it's in a function format. Doesn't look like this. It will change the format to this once you run the query. And that's it for the select. We're going to do another data operation. This time, a create CSV file. So just type in CSV, go to data operation, create CSV table. These are our parameters. We're going to select dynamic data, dynamic content, and from the previous select action we just did, we're going to choose the output. And that's it. And this will give us the data from the Power BI query, with the column headers, with only their column names, and in a CSV table. Now we need to take this CSV table and make it into a file. To do that, we select the Create SharePoint File action. So we're going to add an action, Create File, and then under SharePoint, select Create File. So here we have, you're going to want to provide the site address and then the folder path destination where you want the final product to go. I'm putting it in folder 2. Next is the file name. We're using the format file name underscore current date and time dot xlsx. And to get this expression, so my file name is F3. The expression you can create under the expression here. So you can create the expression, and we're using the format datetime UTC now. And in this format, obviously you can change the format. And then for file content, we're choosing dynamic content. We're choosing the get file content from the get Excel template action we did. So the file content from there. This was the very first action we did, and it's the file that has the 2 scripts in it to convert a CSV file into a Excel file. Next, we're going to run the first script we created at the start of the video. To do this, we're going to select the Run Excel Script action. So we're going to come here, add an action, just type in Run Script. Should be the first one from Excel Online Business, Run Script. So you're going to want to enter the location of the template file where you put that in this document library. For file, you're going to want to select dynamic content here. Under the create file, which was the previous action we did, we want to select body ID. For the scripts, so we should see the 2 scripts that we created in the template file. So we're going to select the first one, convert CSV. And then under the parameter, script parameter CSV parameter, again, we're going to select dynamic content. And this time we're going to select the output from the create CSV table, 13 columns. This action will run the script and convert CSV file we created in the previous action into an Excel file and put the contents into sheet 1 and in a table format with proper column headers. For the next 3 actions, I'm going to go over rather quickly since we'll be repeating some of the steps we did to create the first worksheet. So this is the second visual. It's another table, 400 and some rows and 6 columns. So you would do the same thing. You would go to the view, performance analyzer, refresh the visual, etc. and copy the query like we did for the first visual. You would select your workspace, the data set, and then paste the query text here. Since there's only 400 records, I put in a top value. I left the top value of 501, which was the default. So now we're going to select the columns. You map the column names that you want to use, which we can get from the visual, and then add the formula here, which is the table name and host location. So from here, we're going to create CSV table. We're going to take dynamic content, the output from our select 6 columns output. And then we're not using any advanced parameters here. Now we want to create a second worksheet in our Excel file. To do this, we want to create a new action. We're going to create a new Excel worksheet. Just do a search for create worksheet. Here under Excel for Business, create worksheet. So provide the location and document library. For the file, we're going to use the file that we created earlier in the flow, the SharePoint file. We're going to select dynamic content and the body ID. And then for name, provide a name to your worksheet. I'm calling this sheet 2, which will also align for the name of the sheet I have in my script as well. So we have to make sure that they do align. Next, we're going to want to run the second script to convert the CSV table into an Excel format and to save it to the file in under worksheet 2. So we want to run an Excel script, the location, document library, provide the file. We're going to want to use the get file or the create file dynamic content. So here on the create file, body ID. For the script, we're going to create the second one, convert CSV worksheet 2. And then for the script parameter CSV output, we want to take the output from the create CSV table. So here, create CSV table, output. And that's the flow. So let's give it a try. I'm going to run the flow. Well, it's running. Runs very quick. Oh, obviously it would depend on the amount of data you're pulling from your Power BI. Still running. Come on, come on. Okay, almost done. Okay, so everything ran successfully. We can take a look in our folder 2. Those were previous tests. So let's see, I'll refresh. So this is the one we just ran. So you can see under sheet 1, this is our 13 columns. And if you go to the end, it's 874 rows. And then under sheet 2, we have our 6 columns. And then if we go to the end, we have our 416 rows, 15 rows. And that's it. So that's our flow. For all the scripts and formulas from this video and more, make sure to visit my website at TW-Waytek.com. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description below.
So that concludes my video. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel to get all the latest technology tips, and to visit my website at TW-Waytek.com, where you'll find even more tips and tricks. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.